Hello and welcome. I'm Margaret Ann Lembo. Okay, it's time to have our quiet mind meditation. Let's start by putting attention on the physical body. Put all of your awareness on your body. Let yourself close your eyes. And as you focus on your physical body, be aware of how are your feet? Are they on the ground? Put your attention on allowing the soles of your feet to touch Mother Earth, or at best the floor, and then imagine that you have a connection through the soles of your feet down through the foundation of wherever you are, the foundation of the building, and feel the connection with the planet, with the globe that we're on. Also be aware of how are your shoulders? Are they scrunched forward from sitting at a computer or looking down at devices? If it is, that's okay. That's the way it is right now. But let's correct that and roll your shoulders back and down. Put your head so that it's over your spinal cord and have your spine upright. Be aware of your breath, the inhalation and the exhalation. When you breathe, notice how the breath comes in and expands your diaphragm. And when you exhale, observe how your body contracts on the exhalation. You can put your hands on your lap with palms up or palms down, or you can even create a mudra where you put your thumb and forefinger touching each other to close a circuit. And speaking of closing the circuit within yourself, you can put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Still observing your breath, and you will observe your breath throughout this whole experience. When you breathe in to the count of 4. And then when you exhale, exhale to the count of 8, or as close as you can get to 8. So try that. Inhale to the count of 4. And exhale to the count of 8. Into the count of 4. Out to the count of 8. Notice how you relaxed more. If you've changed your position or crossed your legs, uncross them again. Put your shoulders back and down. Keep your head above your spinal cord. And know that this is just practicing to create a quiet mind, to release incessant chatter, repetitive thoughts. Being aware of how your body is sitting. And in fact, observe yourself. Imagine that you're watching yourself from above yourself, sitting in the chair. And then start to observe, what are you thinking? Are there thoughts going through your mind right now? Observe and become aware of the thoughts. And at this time, I'd like to ask you to decide that you're going to put those thoughts aside for the next 10 minutes, just to let them go. When a thought arises, let it release. When a thought arises, let it release. So what does that mean? Observe. If you're thinking about something that happened earlier today, just put it on silent. Silent the thought, just like you would silence your cell phone. You can think about it later. Observing the in-breath and the out-breath. Noticing how your body expands when you inhale and contracts when you exhale. And let your tongue rest gently on the roof of your mouth. Now put your attention on the center of your forehead. All of your awareness on the center of your forehead. And when you do that, let yourself use your imagination and visualize that there is a pathway behind the center of your forehead. Visualize and imagine that you're walking down that pathway. You're walking down the pathway, and as you walk down this pathway, if you want, you can use your imagination to make that pathway look however you want, or it could just be a path where it's just light on both sides of you and light ahead of you, and you're walking down the pathway, back down the pathway all the way to the middle of your brain. Still observing the inhale and how your body expands, and the exhale and how your body contracts. Very good. And know that if you started thinking about something, it's normal, it's okay. We're practicing here. Just notice that you thought of something and then put your awareness back on your breath. And as you walked down that pathway and got to the center of your brain, I want you to imagine at the end of the pathway, there is an actual door. You can make the door look like whatever you want it to look like. And you can have the handle to the door look like whatever you want it to look like. But imagine that there is a door with a handle and there's bright light shining from around the door. So go ahead, open the door. And as you open the door, brilliant white light is streaming out. As you step over the threshold to the other side, you step into a place that is your sacred space. Still observing your breath, the inhale and the exhale, still observing your posture, but aware that you just stepped into a place that's filled with love and light and blessings, all within the center of your own consciousness. Observing that inhale and the exhale. Noticing that your mind has become much more relaxed. You feel more at peace. Let yourself feel, know, and experience the brilliant white light that is from within the center of your own self, from the center of your consciousness. Breathing in that white energy and exhaling that white energy, letting the cleansing breaths of the inhale and the exhale bring you more peace and calm and serenity. Your mind is enjoying the blessing of having some reprieve from the constant, incessant chatter. Now there's no thoughts, no mind, just the space of beautiful white light, beautiful, brilliant energy that surrounds you. It's in front of you, it's behind you, it's above you, and it's below you. And as you stand in this place, you can let your imagination use your imagination and see if there is anything special about your sacred space that you want to remember. Maybe you can realize that there are different chambers within your sacred space, different rooms, different areas. And inside the sacred space is also a place where you can connect with your guides and your angels and even loved ones on the other side if you wish. But that's for another day, but it's for you can relate to this sacred space and become aware that you can come here, here being the center of your own consciousness, to find peace and also answers for yourself from within. You have all the answers within yourself. So if there's been a thought that has been repetitive during this time that you've been practicing this meditation, practicing this quiet mind, then go ahead and bring that question, that thought up, and see if there is something that can help you resolve having to think about that over and over and over again. See what you can do to just breathe into it now in your sacred space and release it. To the point that you have no thoughts, no mind. Perhaps you can feel your guides and angels around you. Let them know that you would like their help and guidance, if that's what you desire, now and every day to light your path, to help you become more aware, more present, more at peace. Very good. Okay, well, it's time to return. So take one look around, one more look around, and turn around back and face the door in your consciousness. As you face that door, open the door and step back over the threshold onto the pathway. Close the door behind you, feeling gratitude for the experience. And then go ahead and start your journey walking up the pathway. You're walking up the pathway back to the center of your forehead. Walking up the pathway. And as you get to the center of your forehead, you become aware of your hands and your feet. Notice maybe they've changed. Mine did. I realized that I am holding my hands together instead of having them open on my lap. So just notice, it's nothing good or bad. It's just to become aware, observant. And as you become aware of your hands and your feet, let yourself wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, rotate your wrists and your ankles. Maybe take a nice little stretch if you haven't already opened your eyes. Open your eyes and be here now. Once again, this is Margaret Ann Lembo, and I want to thank you for joining me and participating. And stay tuned for more quiet mind meditations and more of my free events. Thank you so much.